14%.
Oh.
So low.
Yeah, it's going to be super
Because I think
slow.
the sun
Disappeared quite fast.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty. 14%. That means it might be dead tomorrow morning.
Hey, this is Next Meridian. We are Nick and Mathilde, and we left everything behind to travel the world with our Land Rover Defender, Albatros. 3 years, 7 continents, 88 countries, and just the road as a home. We woke up at 5 a.m. I think you can read that on my face. We are now at the terminal ferry of Prince Rupert, where we arrived yesterday. We are going to catch a ferry for Port Hardy on Vancouver Island. It was a lot of debate whether to take the ferry or to drive all the way down to Vancouver, take a ferry there and then cross to Vancouver Island. But we decided to catch the ferry here to save some days on the road and spend more days on Vancouver Island. So now waiting for the ferry to arrive. In this episode, we take a shortcut and we hop on the ferry from Prince Rupert, British Columbia, to Port Hardy on Vancouver Island. It took a few days for us to realize that. But as we embarked, we somehow felt the fatigue of the previous month's expedition to Alaska coming onto us. We were drained. To add up onto that, our electric system had burned and all our batteries were now all the way almost to zero. It is hard to admit that you are tired when your sole purpose is to travel every day. Who would want to ever complain? Through Vancouver Island, amazing rainforest and Pacific sunsets, in this episode, it is all about recharging Albo's batteries and ours.
Wow, Port Hardy.
Made it to Port Hardy and it is midnight 25 and we're super tired. And you know what? Tonight we're just gonna sleep on the first parking we find where it's legal to sleep.
Good night.
Good night.
We are on Vancouver Island. Yesterday we were so tired we slept on a big supermarket parking. Nothing interesting, but we didn't want to go a meter further. And I think we beat the record of our latest wake up on the journey. We woke up at 10 a.m. this morning. And so on the menu of this week, we're going to visit Vancouver Island. We're going to be a bit more relaxing than the past months and the journey to Alaska and Prudhoe Bay. So we should have more time to hike and rest. So it's going to be, I think, the good way to recover from that month.
Look at the models of these motorbikes. Gosh, man.
That's why it's called weather step.
We're gonna strap these like that and I'll strap the second one like this. Thank you.
For those who remember, our DCDC burned last week, and now our lithium battery that powered the fridge, our light and our heater is to zero. We tried to charge with our foldable solar panel, but it rained so much we couldn't take it out so much those days. So now we just have arrived in Port Hardy and there's 2 days of sun, so we need to find a way of charging as much as possible. So we're actually fixing it on the roof. Okay. Je sers?
All right, it's done. Check it out. It's holding pretty well. We'll just drive slowly. And of course, it's charging a bit slower because some of the cells are covered. But you know what? That doesn't matter. As long as the battery stays alive and charged, that's the most important. Right now we're getting 3 amps, about 40 watts, 6%. It's gonna take a while while it charges. And when it's 100, I'll remove everything.
But you look great now. It looks like you have antennas, orange antennas.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
The system seemed to be working, at least more or less, and it gave us a little bit of breathing room as long as the sun was out. In the meantime, we focused on charging our own batteries. We took some time to discover the very special rainforests covering up the island and explore the majestic Pacific coast. Feels a bit like doing a safari, you know?
Yeah.
Or like a jungle expedition.
Just waiting for the tigers and the cougars to
The
come out.
cougar.
Traveling in the country, past old-timey scenes. Big birds were singing in the tall willow trees. Mighty fine.
In Canada, everything is huge, and they have something we really don't have in Europe. They have giant trees.
I miss you was written in a message in black, thrown in a van.
It's like it's never ending. Go around. Feels like you get lost. Some trees are even eaten alive by moss. Like that's how wet it is around here. Look. This forests are really spooky.
Instead of just getting up to leave.
What?
Do you hear that?
Is it the sea?
It's the Pacific Ocean. To the wave!
To the waves! Wow, this beach is beautiful. This one's salty.
A long coat walking on a New York street. A pack of crushed cigarettes.
Hey Mathilde, come and put your hand all around the green one there.
Ain't it odd how some people meet?
Put it in. Oh!
It's hugging me.
Yeah.
I think it's trying to bring me to the mouth.
It's
gonna eat you.
Guitar case underneath the music sheets all over the place. Like that. I caught a glimpse of the sweetest.
Vancouver Island environment proved perfect for some much needed rest, but soon enough we had to get back to our car batteries. They are essential for us to be independent in areas like the north part of Vancouver Island that are quite remote. But the least we can say is that our system was not working optimally.
Excited? So, 14%.
Oh,
So low.
it's going to be super
Because I think
slow.
the sun.
Disappeared quite fast.
Yeah. Not pretty. 14%. That means it might be dead tomorrow morning. But since we removed the fridge from
And we're
the
not.
battery,
Let's not use the light.
yeah, so maybe it will go up.
We still have the solar panel custom fixed on the roof to solve our battery issue. And now, what is the percentage?
So Bluetooth connection to the battery connected, 30%.
Oh,
It's slow, yeah.
it's
But
slow.
right now we're only pulling 7 watts, which is really low because half of the panel is covered by trees. But as we're gonna drive, it's gonna go back to like 40.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Get this energy. Our system would probably work perfectly fine in a place with a lot of open terrain. But in the dense rainforest, it was not really. To add up to this challenge, very quickly the rain came back. So we had to put our mind back at finding a solution to recharge the car batteries. Not quite the rest we were hoping for. After 3 days of good weather on Vancouver Island, it's official, it's now raining. So for our battery, we have no more solar panel solution. We're happy we were able to charge them to the fullest, possible the last 3 days.
All right, so I'm here at the hardware store and we are buying a 10 AWG with 3 cables inside, and this is, I'm gonna make a connection between the two positives of my lithium and AGM. I'm doing this because I have a friend in Belgium who helped us install the whole electrical system, who says while you don't have the DCDC, you can connect the two batteries together and they'll charge each other while you're driving. Because right now we're charging just with solar and there's a lot of bad days out here with rain and clouds. And so I'm just gonna do this temporarily for a few days. This is why we're buying the cables. We're buying the pins that will go in between the two batteries, and I'm gonna do this whole setup with my friend via WhatsApp. So even if I'm terrible at electricity, we always have friends everywhere, and so it makes life much easier.
Still working on our battery issue, but our friend George, who helped us setting the electrical system in the car, based in Belgium, is great, is so smart, and so he's trying to find a way so that like our two batteries are connected together and can charge each other.
But if let's say the lithium battery is full and your starter battery is full as well, and you turn off the car, then you'll probably see more than 7 watts going into.
We just turned on the engine and there's like 900 watt just fueling our lithium battery.
Yeah, which is a lot, and that's why we have to check in 5 minutes if the cable is warm or not. Look, it's at 49% and now it's 316. Let's check what it's at soon. Look how fast it's going. It has to reach 90.
So fast.
We drove for 10 minutes instead of 5 just to be sure we tested out properly. No?
No heat?
No heat.
You sure?
Yeah. The battery has reached 100% in just under an hour because it is now 16:12 and the battery is almost full.
Now that our car batteries are sorted, we could focus all and entirely on resting. And for that, the chill rhythm of Vancouver Island is also perfect. Step 1, food. Step 2, ocean air. Step 3, forest exploration. We were... You know, there's a lot of things we know that is going to be unexpected in new countries. There's something quite unexpected that just popped up. Hello. How did you get there? These goats, there's a second one over there, are on the roof of a building. So cute. Welcome to Tofino. So since we mentioned we were going to Tofino, we got 2 or 3 people we know who are like, if you go to Tofino and if you love taco, you need to go to Tacofino. So here we are.
We're going to Tacofino and there's a queue.
Yeah, it's quite a long queue.
But it's probably gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Tuna tacos. Oh wow. Oh wow.
That's good.
Really good. Yeah. Can I hitch ride a ride with you?
You can.
Cool, thanks.
Mi casa es su casa.
So what is it that you do in life?
I drive 4x4 vehicles.
Okay.
Full time.
Cool.
Yeah. From the most touristic spots in Tofino, we continued on remote trails through the center of the island, slowly reaching the Pacific coast on the south. We were surprised by the amount of tracks that you can take on the island. Entire regions only accessible through gravel roads that are sometimes the faster way to connect areas together.
This is the normal road. This is the road we're going to take for about 1 hour.
Is this the way?
Yeah, that's the way.
There's a road that is more or less normal. Nice.
Look what it looks like here.
This thing. Ah, yeah. Looks like the way.
Looks like the way. Awesome.
there's something funny. Vancouver Island is the first time since we're traveling, and we've been in like mostly, you know, northern countries, western countries, where Google Maps has no idea where we're supposed to go. And Vancouver Island is the only place we had like this. And this is pretty heavy. And I think Vancouver Island people do that in purpose so that tourists get lost. Tourists like us. We spent the day in the car on the dirt roads trying to cross the island. Got stuck because of some fences on the road. Went back. Anyways, all day driving around.
We're rushing to try and get to Mystic Beach before the sun sets. And they said it's a 25-minute walk down. So, we're on our way. We made it for the sunset.
We made it for the sunset. This is USA.
And over there that you can see, it's, what is the park?
Olympic.
Olympic National Park, and that's the US.
We found a way to charge Albo's batteries, and there is nothing like a Pacific sunset to recharge ours. But you know what? The best thing to fuel up on energy is friends. And in the next episode we meet up with a lot of friends. Some we didn't see in 18 years, some we didn't see in 4 years, some we never seen ever. So many amazing people we want to introduce to you. So, see you in the next episode. That's the evening setup of Albatross on a rainy evening. We have the office over there where we write, we edit videos, those kind of stuff. And then in the back, it's the living space.
Huh?
What are you having for dinner?
I had chicken rice, olives. Now I'm having ketchup chips. Then I'm gonna have a Nutella bread and cold chocolate.
Lucky.
I'm finishing off what's left.